Hey everybody, I thought I would just jump on live here. It's a really exciting day for me. My first book has come out. It's entitled Friendship with God, and today is launch day. And I just wanted to get on here and just get on Facebook Live and say hi to everyone and just thank so many people who have been supporting me and encouraging me. And I just wanted to just give a little bit of a kind of a teaser about the book. So some of you may be saying, okay, a book called Friendship with God, there may be some questions that you have, like specifically, can we be friends with God? I think some people would actually question that. They say, well, how can we be friends with God? He's the holy creator of the universe. He's infinite. He's holy in every way. He's all powerful, all knowing, all wise. He's everywhere. He's all present. And so there may be a sense where people think, man, can I be friends with him? Can I actually be friends with God? And the answer is yes. Jesus actually says to his disciples, this is in John chapter 15, verses 14 to 16. Jesus says, no longer do I call you servants, but now I call you friends. And biblical theology teaches us that when you see Jesus, he is God in human flesh. So we understand that when you see Jesus, you are seeing God, the creator God. What Jesus does is what God is like. What Jesus thinks is the way God thinks. What Jesus says is what God is saying. And so God looks at us and says, listen, I don't call you servants. I don't call you robots to do my will. I call you my friends. So if that's true, and listen, I grew up in church since I was born. I've been in the church. And that was not something that was talked about. We just didn't talk about the fact that God would be friends with us, that he wanted to be friends with us. And so when I discovered that passage from Jesus, it kind of blew my mind. So, friendship. In the book, I argue that it takes three ingredients. To be friends with anyone. It takes one, time. You got to spend time with someone to be their friend. Two, it takes conversation. You got to talk to one another, have conversation, communicate with one another. And then three, it takes doing stuff together. Like if you have a friend, but you never spend time with each other, that friendship isn't going anywhere. And if you have a friend and you never talk, and honestly, like COVID has done this. Like there have been people who are best of friends, but because of COVID, because of isolation, we can't spend time with each other. Sometimes, we're kind of huddled in and doing our own thing, so we can't even talk to one another. And so it creates a disconnect in our relationship. Well, every friendship in life takes those three ingredients. You have to spend time together, you have to talk to each other, and you got to do stuff together. And the argument of the book is this. Friendship with God grows the exact same way. If you want to grow in friendship with God, you're going to grow in friendship with him just like you're going to grow in friendship with anybody else on the planet. You're going to have to spend time with him. You're going to have to talk to him like conversation, and you're going to have to do stuff together. You have to actually do things together. And this is a secret, friends. This is why so many people are bored in their Christian walk. It's because they're Christians, and I believe they are saved, they're regenerate, they have the Holy Spirit within them. They're Christians, but they're bored because they're not growing relationally with God. So yes, you're a Christian, but you're not enjoying one of the main benefits of being a Christian, which is you get to be a friend of God. So that's what this book is about. It's basically trying to say, how do we do these things? How do you spend time with God? How do you practice his presence? How do you enjoy the presence of God? Number two, how do you talk to him and hear from him? Because that's what prayer is. Prayer is talking to God and listening to God. How do you get into the Word and read the Bible and actually hear God speak to you? And then third, how do you do stuff with God? How do you actually do things in this life that God has prepared for you to do? Like today, Sunday, the 28th, God has stuff for you to do. He has things that he wants to interact with you and interact with others around you. Like you have a mission today. And then tomorrow morning, it's not just Monday. It's March 1st, and it's a chance for God and you to do something together. That's what this book is about, is encouraging people to grow in friendship with God. So pick up a copy of the book. Literally, I'm not doing this to like make a bunch of money. Literally, you can go to Amazon. I have the Kindle version for 99 cents. Please just pick it up, read it. I've got a paperback and a workbook if you would like to pick up the workbook and kind of process that information. And I would just encourage you, get a group of people, walk through the information together. So that's what the 3 ingredients are to friendship with God. You got to spend time with him. You got to talk to him, have conversation, and you got to do stuff together, do stuff with God. And he wants to do things with you. So I hope that's encouraging to you. It's launch day. I'm so pumped. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you so much to the launch team. I had 150 people on the launch team that are helping me get the book out there. So,